Now on to the next step. Those booms, 12mm carbon fibre booms that are 20 centimetres in length or 200 mils in length, you need to cut them so they're about 88 mils. So I've got some calipers here, so roughly about, you can see that, get the light, 88 mil long. So you just cut all four at about 88 mil in length, and then you have your little alloy motor mounts and you slide them on, and you'll find that you'll have a long bolt or a longer bolt out of these little M3 bolts that you'll have with the kit, and you just put the bolt in there. Now I don't use any Loctite whatsoever. I haven't had a problem with any of these minis without not using Loctite. You just got to check the bolts now and again. And the motors, I'm just using these T motors. These are actually off my old QUADI 250, and you only need 2 bolts, and I use the shorter bolts, so don't put these long bolts that you get with a kit in here, use the shorter bolts. So we're just going to put all the motor mounts on the booms, and then we're going to slide them into the frame here. And these are a bit tight, I just find one's a bit loose, and it's going to sit in like so, just like that. And you can see that it's going to be literally flush there. You don't want any bits hanging out because you need all the room you can get in here. Right, I'll just pause it there and we'll go ahead and put all the motor mounts on the booms. Now I've done 3 and I've just got 1 motor to put on this mount, and I'm just going to show you these 2 M3 bolts. You can see that one is longer than the other. You need to use the short ones for the motors, and you need to use the long ones in here, but we're going to use the short ones here. The camera has a bit of trouble focusing sometimes. So we're just going to put this last bolt in the motor. If I can not fumble it. I have damn. There we go. Right. And I'm just going to nip them up a little bit with a little Allen key. Right, so that's the 4th one. Now we're going to grab the QUADI and we're just going to slide that in. So you can see all these are fairly flush. They might be out a little bit. And that is why we have this bolt, 1 bolt on each of them, so it can hold the boom arms in place. Otherwise it'll just always fall apart. All right, now another thing you'll notice is with the motor wires is we got the front of the quad here, out the front. You've got these here, and you've got them out there. It's just the way that the motors bolt up. And it's no problems when you just poke the wires into the tubes. I've yet to damage one of those motor wires. So you can see it just gets in there, and we'll just pop this one in here. So that is how they're going to sit. So nice and snug. Rightio. So that is the 4 motors attached to the 4 alloy motor mounts, and we've cut the 12mm carbon fibre booms to 88 mils in length, and we've slid them in. Rightio, let's move on to the next section.